Welcome back to my channel where we help you go from having nothing to wear to always having something to wear and feeling more stylish. This video was specially requested by a friend of mine who has started a company, and she asked me a question around paid partnerships and affiliates. So this video is specifically for you if either A, you have a business and you want to understand how paid partnerships work, B, you are a content creator and you want to understand how paid partnerships and affiliates work, and C, if you're just curious as to why I always use the paid partnership tool and what that involves on the back end. We're going to step aside, we're going to shelf for a moment building your capsule wardrobe, because even business owners, content creators, all of us who want to build our wardrobes need to know some things. And having been in this space for a while, like a few years, I have some information to share. Plus, I just thought one of my things is I always want to be as transparent as possible. And where I have experience, expertise, or knowledge, I want to bring it forward to you, because if you're anything like me and you started off in this space with very little knowledge, trying to scour the internet to connect the dots and understand how things work, I'd always feel like I hit the jackpot anytime there was a video that spoke directly to the scenario that I was in. Now, let me paint a picture first of where my friend is at, in case that's similar to you, and how I play into that role. So a friend of mine started a company recently, and she wants to create something like an affiliate program. An affiliate program is when you sell a product, and let's say a friend sells a product for you and you want to give them some commission, you can set that up on the back end of your sales systems so that the commission is calculated automatically, or maybe it's paid out automatically. Let's say you're the business owner. That's what affiliate setups are all about. It's kind of like a refer a friend, but on a level where if you have someone causing a sale for your business and you want to pay them commission in a certain automated way, that's what affiliates is about. And then you've got paid partnerships, where it's like a brand hires you, or you're a brand and you hire someone to create content for you, to then reach an aligned audience, someone who makes sense for your business, and vice versa. And you pay someone in order to create that content and share that content. Those are the top two topics on this platform. Now, I will start off by saying, for me personally, as a person who loves to make videos, paid or unpaid, I've been doing this since I was a child, I have found that I have 3 anchors that I draw on as everything grows. And I didn't realize this until I was actually talking to a friend about it. She said, you just came from Taiwan, you just came from Singapore, has anything unfolded for you? Like, what's next? Because everything seems to be moving at a really fast pace. And I spoke to her about these 3 anchors, which I think I knew on the inside of my being, but had never verbalized before. And that is authenticity and purpose. So that's one, that classifies as one. Sustainability and profitability. That's kind of like my personal trifecta as a content creator. Authenticity, because that is the root of all things. If I cannot be authentic or purposeful about creating videos, let alone sharing them, then what am I doing? Honestly. What am I doing? So anytime I get a campaign or a project brought forward to me, all of my partnerships have authenticity and purpose behind them. It's always a pairing of being able to be authentic and having purpose behind that. For me, the general purpose is educational, and I know that what I'm going to share forward is going to be positively impactful to someone else. And then the authenticity is the fact that I am in alignment with that teaching. Because you can teach anything, but if you're not in alignment with what you're teaching, again, what are you doing? Sustainability. Sustainability is all about being able to sustain your energy and the resources that you put out in order to create and share, right? So in order to create and share, that requires time and money. Yes, it does. At the beginning, it might seem like you don't need money, but actually you do. Because I've been in the situation before where I created videos with just specifically time, and I didn't have yet the resources to outsource editing or to get support for that. And honestly, I wouldn't be able to live a life where I could go out, have dinner, have rest, and actually sustain myself, because I wasn't having the resources to pay for support. And that's what it really needs. In order to be sustainable, you need both resources, time and money. And then the third anchor is profitability. it would feel very short to say that all I need is sustainability and that all we need as people is just sustainability. The reality is, I believe in living an abundant and prosperous life, and if we do not take into account the necessity for profitability, then prosperity and abundance will have to come from somewhere else. And in order for that to happen, you then lead to not being sustainable, and therefore burning out, and therefore going in this kind of like a slow downward spiral. And what you really want is a steady upward cycle. And if you have those three things, then you can feel fulfilled and you can feel happy and you can feel in alignment. If I'm missing any one of those things, I'll give you an example. If I am sustainable and profitable, but not in alignment, or like missing authenticity and purpose, then it would be easy to get lost in this world because you're only doing things for money. Oh, I can't believe I just said that. And that feels like a full disservice to yourself. Like that would be a full disservice to myself and anybody else. That's like 100% full disservice. Now, if you're doing only authenticity and purpose and sustainability, then again, like I said before, you cap yourself, you cap your growth, and then you're going to have to source growth from other places, which would then again require your resources, time, and money. Now, if you have profitability and authenticity and purpose, you're profitable, but you're not doing it in a way that allows you to sustain your efforts, your energy, your team's efforts and energy, and you're not sustainable, then you can bet that this will all go away very quickly. Who knew that that was the formula that I had going on? Because when things grow, you really do need your anchors, and it's important to check back in every time, every season, every day, every email to check, you know, these are my anchors, are these true to all of these? If you sit on neither side, you know, content creator or someone who is, you know, sharing things via Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, podcast, nor are you a business owner and you're thinking, okay, well, this is just good to know. I think as someone who likes to also watch media and videos and see photos and things like that, I think for me, it's important to know. I care to know what drives people. So I hope this speaks to you in that way regardless. Oh, I just remembered something super important. This is how I went from having no partnerships to having regular aligned partnerships. This is the actual process. And I think this is valuable whether you're a brand or if you're a content creator or if you've been here since the beginning of the journey where the model changed. So when I started my Instagram and TikTok accounts, I was sharing fashion directly from my wardrobe and my videos were going viral, and I'd see like so many comments would be, where's that top from? Where's that belt from? Where are those pants from? Where are those shoes from? And basically, because everything came from my wardrobe, they were old. I built my wardrobe over seasons and seasons, and I share on this channel and on Instagram and TikTok how I shifted my shopping habits in order to elevate. But in short, the pieces that I was featuring were not shoppable. This created a challenge. I thought, how many times do I put up a video and say, oh, sorry? It also opened up an opportunity, and I thought, oh, this is a really great time for me to reach out to brands. So that's what I did. I spent a lot of time finding the right people to get in touch with, and I was reaching out to brands that I shop from and, you know, that I know really well, and there were really times that I didn't get a reply. That was okay. I was like, that's cool. So I kept on featuring pieces from my wardrobe, and then eventually some brands got back to me. Actually, I'd pitch them idea first and then they'd get back to me, and that was the beginning of a relationship. And now we have a sponsor. So now whenever I'm looking to answer a question, I generally look at who I believe would be a great partner to be able to recommend, because I'd be recommending those brands anyway, right? But when I work in partnership, it just means that what we feature in that moment is actually available to shop. At the beginning, I didn't think that was important for anyone in the online community. Honestly, this is probably so naive to say. I just thought that for the most part, anyone who follows a fashion account, the people who follow that account were as obsessed with doing fashion research and shopping as I was. So I thought it was good enough to like just tag the brands, even if the things that I was featuring was like out of stock. I very, very quickly learned that doing that was providing half a service, and then there was this other part that was completely unfulfilled. If you see my posts, everything, I just use the paid partnership tool because that's the general setup. That setup has allowed me to show something that's shoppable. It did take a lot of legwork to create the relationship so that we have something to be able to present to you, But now that there is momentum, and my favorite bit is authenticity, like I said before, I'm more and more comfortable doing it. So that was the background of how I went from no paid partnerships, and then there's the why I got into paid partnership. Now let's go back to the rest of the video. Now, let's talk about you as a business. How does these things work? Well, I'll say there are 3 ways that paid partnerships happen, or affiliates. They're not synonymous, they're not the same, but they kind of interweave. Okay, so number 1, making a one-off payment for content creation, but paying no commissions. That's the overall gist of a paid partnership. You're paying a certain amount for content to be created over X amount of hours, X amount of days, and then potentially shared forward, and or for you to be able to use that content that was created to line up with the promotion of your brand. That is the general gist of a paid partnership. I've also read a contract or laws that basically said if you're gifting something, that it must be disclosed that an item was gifted. So the content creator discloses that it is a paid partnership, or that they've received goods for this, you know, that they didn't buy it basically. Now that's a very, and in my situation, the most common way that I work with brands, it's paid partnerships. But before a paid partnership even comes to fruition, we double check, triple check, and continue to check along the way, especially if it's the first time that we're working together, that we are in alignment, that my values are in alignment. Would you ever say yes to be paid to recommend something that you don't believe in to your friends? You wouldn't, right? So why would you do that to anybody else? So that's how I see it. Alignment of values, alignment of things that I really would recommend. Honestly, for me, it's brands that I have likely used already in the past, so I already know very well. But if it's a brand new brand, then it's consistently checking across the board our alignment. That is the most common way. It's like paid partnerships, no affiliates, no commission made. Even if I'm given a special discount code to say, oh, you know, if you share this discount code, everyone gets 15% off, 10% off, 20% off full priced items, I receive nothing further than the first payment. But then there's the second scenario, and that is affiliates. So affiliates is kind of like when you don't necessarily make an upfront payment for content to be made, but you are paying out commissions. So there are platforms like to Know It, where let's say a content creator like me can post a video on there which showcases outfits, and then if people buy what I have recommended there, I might receive a commission. Now, to Know It is a very specific one because I use it sometimes but not always, and the reason why I don't use it always is because a lot of the brands that I wear and truly do recommend are not on the to Know It platform. So there's a very big gap, and I actually nearly started a membership platform where I could post everything that I wear and share and recommend on this membership website for a membership fee, because that membership fee would then sustain everything and potentially become profitable once it gets to a certain level. But that didn't come into fruition, specifically because of the amount of tech that we would have needed. I mean, we worked on this for about 8 months before I decided to cancel that plan for the time being. But anyway, so that's affiliates. Basically, for you as a business, what you do is you set up your system on the back end so that people can generate their own links and their own codes, and then your system can set up either an automated way of calculating and or paying out your content creators. So I don't know too much about the back end of that, like I mentioned, but that's generally how it works. And a good system, like I said, to look at is, or a system that I use is to Know It, but I really don't post that often on there specifically because the outfits and the things that I wear aren't on that platform. So I find that as a content creator, personally, for me, honestly, I found setting up affiliates really tricky because there are so many different platforms. I don't actually have a single website, like one website. I have pages where I present workshops and things like that, but I don't have any other links to outfits and things like that. It's just, so I don't know if I've maximized what I could be doing on that front, but I just haven't prioritized it specifically for that reason. It's like once you go down the affiliate track as a content creator, there's a lot to be learned about that system. I'm like, there must be something that everybody else knows that I don't know, because so many content creators have such a clean setup? Or might I be able to hire a service provider to organize all of my affiliates for me? I don't know, is that you? Please reach out, send me a DM. Anyway, so there's that. And then there's the third option, which is the least common, and it is a hybrid of paid partnerships mixed with affiliate. This I've only experienced once in my life. We've specifically set it up. We had to go kind of like back and forth, kind of like talk out how it would work. Because the reality is, for most parts, because the brands that I recommend in my workshops, in my masterclasses, lots that I wear, they do not have affiliate setups. And we might do one paid partnership, but it's not as, you know, I might probably wear those pieces way more often than the single campaign that we did together. And that's the truth of it. For example, this, I just love them so much. I love the make, the price point. I just think that it's just a match. I love the fit, everything. So naturally, if we work together once and then I love the clothes, I will likely wear them. And I do often get asked, where is that from? You know, what season is it? Da, da, da. And if I have ever been given a discount code, I likely get nothing, no commissions, nothing from that. And I don't even think it's a bad thing. Like, honestly, it's not a huge deal for me because, like I said, anchors. Purpose and authenticity is it. And I always go back to this, like, if my friend asks me, where did you get that? And then I'll be like, I'm not gonna tell you because I don't get commission. Like, that sounds just like so ridiculous. So I openly share links and discount codes whenever. And most of the time, I'd say 99% of the time, there is no commission because most of the work that I do is in paid partnership. Single campaigns, I love doing work like that. Now, let me talk you through the hybrid of paid partnership and affiliate. So with one particular brand that I work with, we actually started off as a contra collab. I was really interested in their styles because they got such great reviews. And to top it off, they're based in Canada, but they ship worldwide, like to so many more places than lots of brands. And I saw the reviews and I loved the designs and the styles. And in addition to that, I was actually looking to buy my airport outfit and this like luxury sort of like loungewear that I could wear out in public. We organized a contra collaboration, which was, they sent me a top and bottom, and then I wore it and I loved it. When I made a video, a lot of other people loved it, because I think I just share in the way that it helps me. So anyway, when I made this video, one of the videos went a little bit viral, and I think that caused sales. And I think at the time we had set up affiliate, but I just didn't know anything about affiliate rates or anything like that, like what I would get as commission. And then I received commission and I was like, oh, okay, that's how it works. The result was really good. So then after that, we decided to do a full video together, like officially say, okay, this is a paid campaign. And I thought, okay, cool, that works really well because I can purposefully dedicate the time. Because for me, like the reality is, if it's affiliate, because I don't really understand how it works that well, I do not prioritize affiliate anything. So at this time, and I was like super busy, so we agreed on like doing a proper video, and I was like, great, because then that means I can put it on priority, because then that way I can fund editing or any support that I need to push it up to the front. And then that went really well. And so I asked them, as a content creator, and I think if you're a content creator as well and you're in a similar position to me, I made a special request to them and said, you know, like, I wear everything all the time, like, would you be open to creating an affiliate code for when we're not working together on campaign? Just because, you know, I wear it all the time, and any single time that I wear it, whether it's in public or online, I'll always get asked, like, where is this from? Or do you know if it's in stock? Or, you know, these things. And talking about the anchor of sustainability and profitability, you know, you have to go out of your way to ask, even if it's not something that's part of their regular system. And they said, look, you know, we've never really done anything like this in the past. But let us look into it. And we looked into it, and they said yes. So now we have this hybrid setup where occasionally we might do a paid campaign together, and then for other times when it's not during campaign time, if I wear it, then I can provide both a discount code. So the affiliate link isn't just commission, but it gets discount codes. So when you're shopping and buying, you actually get a discount. So you win, you get a discount, I receive a commission, and the brand also creates a sale. So it's a trifecta. It's always a trifecta. That brings us to the end of this video. I hope you found it useful. I hope you found it insightful. I know it's a very niche topic, but I just know that there's somebody out there, a apart from my friend, thank you Marketa for sending me the question, that will find this helpful and handy. I'm not the best when it comes to actually the technical setup of it all. That's what our girl Kola Paklabar is for, and her creative Kubo, so please get in touch with her. I'm linking her details in the description below. If you did find this video insightful or helpful in any way, please let me know in the comment section down below. Let me know what your biggest takeaway was, and I'd love to know if you do have any other questions that you're kind of like brewing on and not too sure, because this is my experience. This is my work experience for many years, so I do have some knowledge and insight about it. Anyway, thanks for joining, and I'll see you in the next episode. Bye.